Remember those games we used to play back when we were kids, like the Spellforce sagas and the Heroes of Might and Magic? Well, that's pretty much back now with the Spellforce Conquest of EO, owned by Gravity and published by THQ Nordic. Big thanks to both of them, by the way, for sponsoring today's video and for giving me an early access key so I can actually show you guys how amazing this game is. I've been having a lot of fun with this and I hope you guys are gonna have too. You'll have a link in the description if you want to check the game out for yourself. It would really support the channel a lot and I would really appreciate it if you did. So essentially guys, Spellforce Conquest of EO is a turn-based strategy game revolving around your main character, the tower which you have, and a lot of other things that I'm going to be showing you in today's campaign. So let's get this started. Let's go with the brand new campaign, shall we? We can choose between the Alchemist, the Necromancer, or the Artificer, each with their own unique playstyles. The Alchemist, for example, prefers lots of options in combat to overcome the odds with clever use of his resources. He has alchemy where he crafts, primary school is nature, and enchantment is the secondary school. Necromancer has a lot of death, apparently. Primary and secondary school is death. Okay. Alright, so he doesn't mind sacrificing his army boyos to win stuff, apparently. And the Artificer has Earthmaster and Guardian as his first and secondary schools, and he crafts artificing. Now, I am aware I'm completely butchering the name, but I do like this guy the most. You can also create your own custom mage, by the way, and you can choose the crafting and the schools, but I'm gonna go for the Artificer today because the name's difficult to pronounce, and I like difficult names to pronounce. We got 5 different starting locations here. They have different challenges, enemies, resources, and accessibilities. Take note, there are over 600 adventures, each with procedurally generated campaigns, so every time you basically play this, it's really different and unique. I feel like the Misty Coast is the most difficult one. It's got a brutal challenge, it's got a lot of orcs, swamp monsters. We also have the Gilishire, which has orcs, undead, and the Hive. Enemies, dwarves in Dracot. Oh, and mountain beasts. I actually like this one, but then again, I kind of want to have an easy run here with the Golden Fields. It's a pleasant challenge. It's an easy one, all right? Let's face it, boys. I'm not ready for the tougher challenges here. I'm going to go for the Golden Fields. Let's go with this. I'm going to go balanced difficulty, and let's start our campaign, shall we? When a message from your master told you had to discover a way to channel the old fire and urged you to come to his tower, you quickly gathered your entourage and set out. Let's check out what kind of entourage we got here. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. We're hanging out with goblins and with whatever the schnapps this is. What is this? Artificer minions. Well, definitely these guys are my bestest friends. Let's go to the master's tower and oh no, the corpses and debris marking the fight inside the great hole fill you with grief. Our master, he's moved on now, but let's fight the beasts in the tower so we can claim it for ourselves, shall we? That's right, time for some war. I like it. I like a game that starts off with the proper battle, all right? All right, so essentially every unit has their own unique abilities and you have specific units that can counter other units. So for example here, if we attack this beast with the Phantom Warriors, we would do 10 to 15 damage, or 11 to 16 if we attack these guys with them. All right, interesting. How about the Golem? Golem would do 6 to 8 damage because they have resistant versus this damage type. So we should use the Golem over here against this beast, I assume. There you go, block his way so he cannot attack the other guys, and we can use these guys over here to attack these minions. There you go, we did 13 damage and they counteracted with 6 damage. So that's actually pretty good. Let's do the same for these guys. Did another 14 damage this time and they did 5. And let's also use our long range units. They have resistance versus this damage type. How about this guy? Does he also have resistance versus that? I don't think so. Let's move these guys over here and see if we can do that. He also, oh, what? Everyone's got resistance to this damage. Oh, that is not bueno, boys. Only 3 damage. I feel like that's a little bit lackluster, boyos. Me no likey. I want more damage. We're actually doing a lot more whenever they attack us by counteracting against them with our units. Oh, that is beautiful right there. I love me the Phantom Warriors right now. Suffice to say, guys, this is essentially the tutorial battle, so it's fairly easy, and it's meant to just guide us and teach us how exactly the game is. Pretty easy to comprehend, essentially. Attack with specific units that deal more damage against other specific units and so on. You know, even though the mages do a lot less damage, the fact that they don't get counterattack is pretty much makes it worth it, you know? And we also do flanking damage to this beast here because we attacked it from the flank. We gave 16 and another 16 damage. That is insane. We pretty much destroyed this thing right now compared to this guy over here who's really struggling to kill him. But he did finish him off, so now we've won the battle. A victory for us. There's really a lot of lore in this game, so if you enjoy a thoroughly built world, then you're gonna absolutely enjoy this. I'm not gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna read all of the various pop-ups because then this video is gonna be an hour long. There's a lot of them. But there you go, boyos. We got our main holding, the tower, the mage tower. And from here, well, basically this is our base of operations where we recruit our units, where we build our buildings. And speaking of, let's click on the tower. We can build specific rooms like the glyph smithy here. Let's go ahead and do that right now. We can do the study, the workshop, and then more buildings will be unlocked afterwards. It's a matter of time. First, we gotta wait for one turn until we build the glyph smithy. We also have our inventory where we got ashes and mountain copper for the time being. There's gonna be a lot of other glyphs and gear and consumables, ingredients, and so on that we're gonna be unlocking. Well, we're basically getting this from the map. Whenever we loot stuff, whenever we destroy units and so on, we get more items that we can use. Next, let's go ahead and attack this goblin camp over here. I feel like, oh, we can ambush them. Okay, we can do that. Sure. We also can auto-resolve. What would the auto-resolve be like? We would lose some units. Okay. All right, no problem. Let's start the battle. Let's try and not lose our units, I guess. That's why I'm doing it manually rather than automatically resolving it. Oh, that's so cool. We have like a little fence over there. All right, so they can hide behind their fence. That's not ours. They got archers. This is getting difficult. At least we can do a little bit of damage to these guys with our artificers. And we have to destroy the gates first. Oh, Lord. 9 to 12 damage or 12 to 18. I'm gonna go with 12 to 18. We might actually be able to destroy this unit. Yep, we just did destroy that one. That is a very bueno right there. Now we just got to deal with the other two units they have remaining. These guys actually have 1 health left. Really, just for 1 health, they're still around? Bruh. Oh, what is this? That's some sort of barricade there. Let's go ahead and destroy these boyos. 17 damage, and they are Kaputski. Now we're also going to use the artificers so we can finish off the archers. And we did not lose any of our goblins. Whilst if we went with auto-resolve, we would have lost 2 of our units. Heroic victory indeed. And we also got Dwarven Ignition, Berserker Shrooms, and Rations. We've increased the amount of stuff that we have. Beautiful. Now we can also upgrade these guys, level up. We got 2 options. We can either increase 1 melee damage or we got 1 armor. Let's go with the melee damage. And the same for these bad boys over here. Let's level them up. We can do +1 damage or +1 speed. I'm gonna go with damage. I love me my damage units, okay? It is what it is. Let's also go and get that treasure from there. So I guess we gotta end 1 turn now. Glyph smithy has been constructed, and that is insane because it opens up more options. Now we're gonna go to our library, and one of the main features of the game, artificing, is all about crafting stuff essentially, as well as researching stuff. So we're gonna be researching first. Summon Enchanted Wisp. It's gonna cost us 16 research points. Now we have 15 research points, 10 in storage, and 5 from the Allfire distribution. The Allfire here being at a base of 10 from the tower. We also have mana available, gold, and mastery, which limits the mana that you can spend each turn on spells. So the higher the mastery, the more mana you can spend for each turn. We're also going to be using the Corrode that offers -1 armor as a spell. So we can use this spell on our enemies when the time comes. Let's go back to our tower. Now we can also build the study and the workshop. We're just missing 5 gold for the workshop and 15 mana for the study. So let's get some gold and some mana, shall we? Maybe we can get some from over here. We did get 10 gold from here though. So now let's go back to the tower and actually build a workshop. It's going to take 5 turns to build the workshop, so it's going to take a while before we actually make use of that. Go back as well. We want to recover our units in our territory. This way they recover a little bit faster. And let's also hire some goblin archers. Let's hire some goblin archers. 3 turns to hire the goblin archers. Let's go ahead and do some artificing. This is honestly the best part about the game because you essentially have a ton of different ingredients, and based on what ingredients you use, you can create different results. The destruction of your master's tower must mean he uncovered something of the Allfire secrets, which the circle guards fiercely. You can restore the contents of his grimoire, but his tower needs rebuilding too. So let's not let them stop us, and we gotta rebuild our tower. There's a little hamlet over here. Okay, let's go over to the little hamlet and see what happens there. Clicius Maximus, let's go, yes. The village inhabitants eye you with an air of hostility when you arrive. I mean, you know, normally humans don't react very well to goblins in any video game. Children children are cold inside. Some of the villagers arm themselves with tools and sticks. Your band regards them cautiously in return. A black-haired man steps forward and says there's nothing for you here. You can scare them into submission, show them you mean no harm, or ask them why they are so hostile. Let's ask them why they're hostiles. They stare at you darkly. Okay, they must be from the same place I'm from. We also practice the dark stare. You are here to take back the wizard's goods, aren't you? The apprentice gave them to us as payment for helping him flee. It was a fair trade. We will fight for them. Okay, so they think that we're gonna take their stuff, which is pretty accurate. Yeah, we can also trade for them. Okay, let's trade for them. We were afraid you would bewitch us. I like that you can either go full aggressive pacifist, or you got like a middle option in between as well. Return the goods, pay a fine, we'll call it even. All right, there you go. Beautiful. We got the goods back now. Let's go over to artificing. So we got a few extra items: heat stone, herbalist lesser glyph, sky iron, and that's about it. All right, well, we're still building stuff. We can also recruit a second unit, so let's go ahead and recruit the goblin shaman now as our second unit. And we can summon enchant and wisp since we've researched this. We can also start research of aid, so let's do that up next. There's a lot of other pages here: Earthmaster spell page, apprentice spells page, and so on. Room blueprints. Oh, okay, so I can discover more rooms for my tower later down the line, I guess. The map is also pretty big, I have to say. I'm excited to explore it, so let's go ahead and do that up next. Check what's going on over here. What does this little castle do? By the way, there are AI opponents and factions in the game, so just like you have your tower and your territory here, expect that to be the case and to have some bigger battles along the line. See, what are we doing here? We can wait, sleep, or mine ore, but we don't have... Okay, so let's just keep on exploring then. Oh, wow. Our unit that got recruited has to actually merge with our main hero. Right, okay. So it doesn't just spawn into the hero's army. We gotta actually merge up with them. Oh no, we've been challenged by a humming bee, or whatever this is. It's a fire beetle. It's a fire beetle, boys. All right, let's auto-resolve it. I don't think... Yeah, heroic victory. You win without losses if you auto-resolve, so let's do that. And we gained a chunk of meat. An undiscovered faction gets +1. Okay, interesting. I'm curious what this undiscovered faction is. We're also using our magic on this mine so we can corrode the armor of the soldiers defending it. We're gonna attack it later so we can actually use the ore from that mine for ourselves. Let's go back over here, merge up with the rest of the units, and now let's meld with the old fire. Gotta kill the pests first in order to meld with the old fire. You might lose some units, so let's go with the manual battle in that case. I like that I have the upper ground. This way I deal extra damage to these fire beetles, and I'm gonna hold the upper ground. I'm gonna end the turn now and wait for them to come to me, actually. Of course they went for my archers. Why wouldn't they go for my archers, right? I was really hoping they wouldn't go for my archers, by the way. And that's the end of my archers. Beautiful. All right, well, let's give a little bit of payback in that case. And victory, but we did lose the archers, so I guess the auto-resolve was a little bit correct in the fact that I would be losing my archers. Note to self, fire beetles are extremely useful against goblin archers. On the bright side, we can level up our goblin brawlers again. +5 health sounds good. And these bad boys here, we're gonna go for 5 damage against units with armor or speed. 5 damage against units with armor sounds good, because we do have units with armor right here, I believe. Week of the Guardians. Traveling is blessed by the Guardians as many seek to visit nearby temples. All your units have +1 world map movement. Cities and shop have new inventory, so let's check out the inventory as well. Workshop was also constructed, a beauty fell. Let's check out our stuff in the capital, or the tower, better yet. Looks like we got a militia outpost just popping out in our territory also, so we're gonna visit them as well. Let's go tower, click build room. Let's build a study now since we can, and let's also see if we can hire any more units. I'm gonna go again and hire some goblin archers, 2 of them this time, and let's make some more glyphs because I want to see what I can come up with here. So let's use the sky iron, the lesser glyph herbalist. That's gonna give us a greater glyph of health. Can we add more to that? How about this? No, it's not gonna do much. How about this? Mountain goat greater glyph. Now this unit and every ally in its stack gains can traverse mountains and cliffs. Oh yes, that gives me the ability to cross over mountains. I knew it. I knew the mines have some militia men with armor on them. Yeah, I'm gonna abort this and I'm gonna come back later because my units are not fully healed up. Or I can bring these guys over here. Yeah, I could do that too. So we can attack next turn, I guess. We can select our research too. We got aid now. All units in targeted stack magically restore some health. So we can use aid as our selected spell. Let's use that. And we can also do elemental weapons next. Now that's going to take a long time though. 60 research. Let's try something else. How about sniff gold? Let's get sniff gold done. We're goblins, so we should be able to sniff gold, right? Oh, what is this? Humans in our lands cannot accept. Sorry. right. Cannot accept. Over here and take care of the humans. We're gonna have to crush these bad boys. Teach them a lesson. Start the battle. Let's go. We're gonna be blockading the entrance here, so our archers are basically safe, and these brawlers might actually not make it through, but hey, it's fine. It's an acceptable loss in my book. Yep, they're definitely not gonna make it. Oof. That was a tough one. We're doing a lot of damage to that unit, so we should be winning the battle. They're doing burn damage? What? Let's get rid of that one unit at least. Thank you very much. Go away. And arrivederci, humans. I like that, you know, it's one of those few games in which you don't necessarily need to play as only the humans. You can play as the goblins and orcs and so on, and still be the good guy, hey? All right, level 3 for these bad boys now. We're gonna go for the damage against armored units. Thank you. Go back to our tower so we can recover our units' health for a while. I have to get the stolen pages from my master's grimoire, and I have to kill this huge thing over here. All right, they've got lesser fire golems and horned beasts. This is not gonna end up well for me, is it? All right, well, at least we have a lot of units now. We have actually a ton of units. Offer them gold to join our ranks. 5 gold only? Sure. Wait, what? They want more? Threaten to report them to the Baron. There you go. Or attack them. Yep, let's just attack them. You win without losses. Sounds about right. Thank you very much. You guys get out of here. There you go. We got a new tower now. We got an outpost there. And we're gonna use our massive army to kill off all of those demons or whatever this is, really. We've also unlocked the old fire flow. Basically, with the old fire flow, we can change where exactly the old fire leads to more, so we can gain more mana, more proficiency, or more research per turn. I'm actually gonna go for research. I don't mind getting 10 research per turn. I want to be a smart mage. Next level is at 10 mastery. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, in that case, you know what? Let's increase our proficiency so we level up our mastery a little bit faster, so we can also upgrade our tower afterwards. Did this demon just bypass all of my armies and go to my capital, my tower? Okay. That is interesting. Let's attack him. You might lose some units. Well, let's see if we don't. Also, we now have a hero, Fulrian Ironbend, a tier 5 apprentice, mortal human, and spellcaster. So we got spells now with this bad boy, like Stone Fist, Summon Barrier. Beautiful. Let's make use of them. Goblin Shamans, we're gonna keep in the background a little bit so we don't lose them. Same for this guy. And for the artificers, let's bring our goblin brawlers in the front so they take the brunt of the attack and wait for them to attack, I guess. Okay, looks like these guys do a lot of damage to this type of unit, so let's go with that. We did 15 damage. Not bad. And they only did 6 back, so we actually won that a little bit, I guess. Let's do the same with this brawlers. Attack him from the side. Flank damage is going to be pretty good for us too. 17, and they did only 9. And same with these brawlers. Attack the big beast. Let's try and get Stone Fist on this bad boy here. Boom shakalaka. Oh, that only did 4 damage. Let's also get healing spores so we heal up some of our boyos so they don't get destroyed when they get hit again by that big massive beast over there. You may have the strength, but you do not have the numbers, beastio. We're gonna take you down. We're gonna really take you down. Let's do Electro Bowl on this bad boy here next. Electro Bowl. Okay, that's actually worse than the other one. I probably should have done the other one. And another Stone Fist. Looks like our hero is the one that managed to take down the beast though in the end. And we got a resounding victory without any losses. Oh, what? We lost the battle against the tower? I thought that would have been an easy one. All right, in that case, we're gonna have to wait a little bit because we got to recover our troop strength first. Hey, we just got Master Mage. By mastering your magic, you have attained the title of Master Mage. Your power has increased, your tower has become bigger, you get +1 domain radius, 1 apprentice slot, and tower rooms +3. We got the study constructed also at the same time. That's because we went up to 10 mastery. Oh, and we've just uncovered some of our rivals here. The Unspoken School of Decay. Fair enough. That's very far away from us. Holy snaps, we got to get all the way there. I like how it actually has new visuals on the map though. That's pretty cool. The tower looks pretty impressive as well now. Let's get some more units. I'm gonna go ahead and get some brawlers and another shaman as well. Plus, I want to queue up another glyph if I can. Let's see. What can we make up here? We could do a fire wielder glyph. +6 damage. Hell yeah, I'll do that. Let's go over to our tower. We can construct more study and workshops, but we need the money for that first. Well, better yet, we need the gold and the mana for that. We can also build a lodge to increase our territory. All right, let's do it over here. Let's build a lodge over there. Boom shakalaka avec le Bildius Maximus. Takes 2 turns to build that, so let's wait, I guess, for 2 turns. Week of Shana, and we also just built our lodge, meaning we've expanded our territory. Take note, we have conflicting territorial claims here with this tower, which we gotta destroy, so I think it's time that we attack them now, actually. Let's go over here. Oh, okay, they recruited another massive demon. What the snap? Why do they get the cool units and I get freaking goblins, man? Alright, gotta take out their units first, I guess, before we actually attack the tower itself. I'm gonna try and use ranged fighting first, so let's see if we can attack them from here. Nope, gotta get a little bit closer. How about from here? Did they just take out my shaman already? Are you kidding me right now? That was an interesting start of a battle, and they're gonna take out this unit too, aren't they? Yep. Alright, yeah. These guys are pretty strong, I'd say. I should not underestimate these boyos. Honestly, if it wasn't for my hero unit, I'd probably lose this battle here. Big time lose this battle. Looks to me like they have only 1 unit there, so let's see if we can win this battle then. And watch that unit be an absolutely overpowered Gorgon or something of the sort. Okay, it's actually, it is a Gorgon, isn't it? Yep. Fire! Fire the Gorgon! I don't want her working for us anymore. That was a horrible joke, wasn't it? That's dad level joke right there. But seriously though, like, I feel like this Gorgon does way too much damage. It shouldn't be doing this much damage. It's not fair. This is not a fair fight right here, okay? 6 of my units or 5 of my units is not enough to actually take on this Gorgon, apparently. I mean, seriously, this thing actually destroyed all of my goblins right now. So what happens now? Do we get their tower, or what exactly is the end result of this particular conquest here? Flying Spire. Rip your tower from the ground and levitate it freely through Fiara. A formula penned by your master's hand. You are not sure how strenuous the casting will be, but you are curious to see the results. Whoa, so we can actually change the location of our castle? No way, that is cool. Honestly, the grimoire itself and the fact that this game has a storyline and a narrative, whilst at the same time being a proper turn-based strategy game, is really, really fun. So I'm glad to see that they went with this type of game, and I'm really enjoying it a lot. I'm curious if you guys are too, and what other videos you want to see from this type of genre. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to also check out the link in the description. Would really help me out so much if you simply click and check out the game for yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And I want to give a massive thank you to all of my patrons, channel members, and Twitch subscribers. I would not be able to do this without all your support.